going on? Okay, yeah. It looks like we are officially live. Now, let's see. Maybe this pop filter does get in the way. I think it might. So what if I took it off? I don't know. I kind of prefer the sound of this microphone more when it doesn't have this pop filter. Maybe I'll get like a windscreen for this or something. But yeah, this pop filter. It seems like it just creates a little bit too much distance between me and the microphone, so I can't really make the most out of it. But I just took off the pop filter, so I guess that changes today. Gosh damn it. But yeah, tonight's going to be a long one, boys, because tonight is Saturday. As per usual, Saturday night live streams are going to be long. Or supposed to be, at least. We're going to do a little bit of drawing later, of course, because I may as well get a little bit of work done. And I thought that maybe some of you might be interested in seeing the animation process and things like that, since I am currently working on an animation. And I might actually turn on that AC, because it is getting a little bit hot in here in my room. Let me make sure that I am actually live on Twitch, and yes, it says that I am live. Okay, sweet. Okay, as long as it says that I'm live, I'm totally fine with that. So now... Just 1 second. I have to turn on my AC. Jamuel, good evening, Tuck. Good evening to you. How are you doing tonight? Now give me just one moment while you answer that. Okay, I'm back, but everyone's going to have to deal with my AC being on for at least a little while, I suspect. If I were streaming tonight with a Q2U, you guys would not be hearing the AC whatsoever right now. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead, put this away. I think I'm going to continue to use this microphone without this pop filter, because I just think that it sounds a lot better without it. Sure, we're going to hear more plosives, but I mean, I don't think that the plosives are that bad. At least I hope not. Finally got my 24-inch monitor. First time doing a multiple monitor setup. So how are you enjoying it? Like, what's it like on your end to have a multiple monitor setup? I know that a lot of people that first start doing that are usually like pretty excited about it and even like surprised. They're like, "Wow, having 2 monitors is so cool." Beef Stew Studio says hello to you. How is your night going so far? Thanks for stopping by. And a lot of people have been commenting on the Stadia video, which I'm pretty surprised about that, actually. It's good to see all of that engagement. It really does seem like people are quite passionate about Stadia. I didn't realize how much of a cult following it had. And I mean, I'm happy to see it. Alexander Wilk. Hey, how are you? Hello, Alexander. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing alright tonight. How are you? I hope everyone is doing alright tonight. I know that Jamuel is having a wonderful night since he just got his second monitor, so... Here we go. Well, I have my laptop monitor and the new one, so the one I got is significantly bigger to what I'm used to. Oh, okay. So the new one would count as your second monitor, so like it's your laptop and then that separate monitor. Okay. No problem. Sounds pretty cool. You'll have a pretty good time with that. I can very much guarantee you that. Having a multiple monitors setup is usually quite useful. And man, it looks like everyone here is here from YouTube tonight, which is actually pretty surprising. So for those who weren't entirely sure, I'm currently streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, if you see messages, well, if you hear me responding to messages that you don't see on your chat window, then that's why. It's because it's on the other platform. On another platform. Alexander says, night shift working as IT supporter. 3 monitors set up here. Wow, I mean, you've got a 3 monitors set up there. I mean, that's pretty cool. I also have a 3 monitor setup, but I really only use 1 monitor at a time, to be completely honest. Like, it just serves a very different purpose for me. And now, having to work a night shift as an IT supporter, that is going to be quite the endeavor for sure. And Ragad, thank you very much for that subscription on YouTube. I do very much appreciate it. And I hope that you're enjoying my content so far. But could use an additional one. Ah, so you could use a 4th one, you're saying. Several systems to be monitored. Ah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. So I guess that you really do need more monitors. And I can definitely see how you can benefit from having more than 3 monitors in this case. And wow, okay, Beef Studios. No, Beef Stew Studios. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for that follow over on Twitch as well. I very much appreciate it. I am trying to reach 500 followers by mid-July as the sub goal not the sub goal, the follower goal entails there. So I do very much appreciate it. So thank you. It definitely goes a long way. Yes, private 2 monitors are nice. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but I guess that you would end up having to share those 3 monitors with other systems too, no? Or wouldn't you just be working on 1 at a time? Good luck with the goal. Oh, well, thank you. I do hope to get there, and I'm going to be working hard to make sure, well, to at least hopefully see that happens. Also, how is the 3090 treating you? Oh, it's treating me beautifully.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Shut up, Google. Google just thought that I was talking to her for some reason, but I would say that the 3090 has been treating me incredibly well. I absolutely love my 3090. Performance has been pretty fantastic, and I can run Final Fantasy 15 max settings, everything turned all the way up at 1440p, and still have like a steady 60 frames per second, which is just beautiful right there. So can't ask for anything better. But like when it comes to productivity and things like that, your number 1 _ fan. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Your number 1 fan says, hey, hello to you. How's your night going so far? And another thing too, that I wanted to point out, is that the RTX 3090 has been pretty fantastic for productivity as well, like video rendering and things like that, so can't complain at all. You will achieve this goal, just follow your instinct. Well, thank you. Or better, trust it. Yes, I should trust my instinct. I do hope so, and I do think that is a good amount of time to reach that goal as well. However, more streams should be incoming. And your number 1 fan is actually Ultra Pranks. Hello. How's it going? Are there actually famous Stadia streamers? Not that I know of. I don't really know of any streamers that stream using specifically Stadia, like whatsoever. However, based off of the comment section, on my last video, it seems like people are pretty passionate about Stadia, and more so in a good way. Uh, where people do want to see Stadia move forward because they find it to be a pretty good platform. You know, more power to them. I think that Stadia has certainly been improving. It's gone a long way. Had a really rough launch, but it's gone a very long way. And I hope that Google continues to support it. What board and processor do you use? Shut up. Google, shut up. Google keeps thinking that I'm talking to her. What board and processor do you use? For the motherboard, I use a... She's still going. She is still going. Hang on. Hold 1 second. Hey Google. Be quiet. There you go. Shut her up. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I'm using a B550 motherboard. I could be wrong though. No, yes. I think I see my monitor here. I mean my my motherboard here. So I am using a Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro. And my CPU is a Ryzen 9 3950X. So 16 cores, 32 threads. It is a beauty indeed. I would say that they both make a very good companion piece. Quick question, would that like $15 Xlr mic arm be able to hold a Fifine K678 with a shock mount? Absolutely. The Fifine K678 is hefty, but it's not really heavy. Like, it just feels solid in hand, but it's not really like that heavy of a microphone. So like even on the shock mount, it would still be just fine on that $15 Xlr mic arm. So no worries there. Well, I'm just happy that someone wants to compete against Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox in the gaming market. Hoping all the best for Stadia. Hoping all the best for Stadia too. Yeah. I am happy to see that Nvidia is also competing there. There's also Project Luna. I saw a comment from someone that wanted to transition from Project Luna, which is Amazon's own streaming service, over to Stadia. And I mean, so far, I found that pretty surprising. Like, they want to go from one cloud service to another. It seems like cloud gaming has like such a tiny cult following. It doesn't really get enough attention. Oh, let me actually move over to just chatting. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. That's where it should be. Nice. I consider buying a rig Strix X570E gaming with a 5900X. Ooh, man, that does sound pretty sweet. I really wanted to get a 5000 series CPU, but unfortunately I could not because they were being scalped absolutely everywhere. There was no stock nowhere, not even Micro Center held any, so I had to settle for 3950X, but it has still been pretty fantastic. Are Xbox Series available? No. Xbox Series consoles it's still incredibly hard to find. I'm gonna go on Best Buy site actually and do you know, like just a quick checkup. Though I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. Oh, here is. What do you mean? Xbox Series X. Sure, let's go with that first. Okay, yeah. No, both of them are sold out on Best Buy, which means that it's safe to assume that it is still sold out everywhere else. I expected this, because unfortunately, these things are going to continue to get scalped most likely until the middle of next year. Does having just an i5 10th gen would that be an issue while using a 3060 graphics card? No, 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 not at all. I would say that those two do make a pretty good combination, actually. 5900X in stock. Oh wow, really? That's impressive. I mean, is it at MSRP though? That's the real question. Because I know that even Micro Center was actually scalping their own cards. Like they just raised the prices on the cards for some time, and it was kind of insane. I saw that review that you did on the ROG headset, and that mic was really bad. I really wish the companies would make mics that are like as good as a USB one at the same time not bad. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I think that when it comes to microphones on a headset, like if it is going to be an expensive headset already, let's say one like 150, 200, $300, the microphones should not be an issue. Like they should be able to fit some kind of microphone that sounds at least like decent. But the thing is that a lot of them put in like like webcam microphones, I guess. No, not even, because webcams tend to sound better. So that's just insane. Not a fan, not a fan. Not a fan of what these headset manufacturers have been doing with that or about that. I was told that I shouldn't have an i7 for gaming, so I'm kind of skeptical about it. Do you know why they said that you shouldn't have an i7 for gaming? That seems like an odd thing to suggest. On many stores in Germany. Ah, I see. Oh, well, you know, unfortunately, I'm not in Germany. I'm just in America. 549 euros. That doesn't sound too bad. You should make a video addressing the mic quality on gaming headsets. This topic has been discussed in your stream a lot of times. It has been. So, like, I guess I could probably do something like that. Might be worth adding to the list, in fact. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll try to figure out a day. Why are headset mics so bad? There we go. So there is the question, the real question. I'll try to look a lot more into that and hopefully come up with a favorable answer. At least like a satisfying one that explains why they are as bad as they are. I actually typed that sentence wrong because my keyboard on my phone is small and autocorrected. Oh, no worries. No need to worry. Sometimes phones will do that. But that's why I like to stick to Android. No, I'm joking. My Pixel would also do that all of the time. And no iPhone can save me from that, unfortunately. NG Quantum says, hey, hello to you. How's your night going so far? I hope that everything is going well. I think I started on time today, right? No, it looks like I started like a minute or two late. Because looking at the timer there, because I'm like trying to determine when the drawings should begin. There's still going to be some more of that for tonight as well. But I kind of wanted to just like take a little bit of time to like chat with everybody more so for at least a little bit. A friend of mine told me that an i3 is for office use, i5 is for something heavier like video editing, and i7 is for gaming. Sure. I guess you could say an i3 is fine for office use, or that it is more so intended for office use. I guess that even I would make that argument probably, but when it comes to the i5, I would actually argue that the i5 is the better option for gamers on a budget than the i7. The i7 is still recommended for gaming, absolutely, and the i7 will certainly deliver on better results in gaming, but it does depend on what graphics cards you want to pair up with them as well. So like for instance, in a Core i5 with an RTX 3090 is a pretty bad matchup, but a Core i7 with a 3090 is a much better matchup, so you're going to get more out of that. Because what's going to happen is that the CPU is going to throttle the GPU. However, like the i7 can work quite well with quite a few tiers of graphics cards. It could work pretty well with a 3070, 3080, 3090. But I would say more so like especially around like the 3080 range. But it can totally be used for gaming. So yes, whoever told you that bamboozled you, or maybe you just didn't understand that very well, which is okay. But I do have a suggestion. Would you do a review on headsets from cheapest to expensive? I can give you some if you need to pick out some. Oh, I would love to take some recommendations on that, and then see how it goes from there. I I would not mind making a video like that at all. So let's see. Gaming headsets. Give me a budget. Like, what should be the most expensive headset in this in this bunch? I already kind of have a price in mind, but I kind of want to know what you had in mind as well. What, 150? I think we can kick it up to 200. So let's do. What's the cheapest headset that you had in mind? Like 25, 30. Oh, okay. Then in that case, I guess I'll say $30 to 200 with an exclamation point, of course. You have Recon 50 by Turtle Beach. Gotcha. Okay. I appreciate that suggestion. I'm going to add it in the parentheses here. So you got the Recon 50 TB, short for Turtle Beach. Gaming headset mics are so bad that even the Logitech ones using a blue software still sounds like how a pilot speaks into a plane. Yes, I know. And man, I was actually on a Discord call with somebody last night that did have that microphone, or that headset with a microphone, and it sounded exactly as you described. And I was like, wow. So not even software can really like fix it. That means that they just have to start putting like better microphones in there. Big Dave, hey bud. It's like, what's up, man? Stopping by again. Hello. Welcome in, and I do hope that you enjoy the stream. So thanks for stopping by. If you want me to, I can put them in the chat, or I can add you on Discord and give you the links and names. Are you already part of the Tech Summit Discord? Because if not, then I can totally go ahead and drop a link. Seems like you're on YouTube. Okay, that might be a little bit more difficult. Oh, you are? No, okay. Yeah, you can just message me directly with those with the names of the headsets, and then like I'll just type it out later and like make a note of that. But right now, what I've got is the Recon 50 from Turtle Beach. As what I'm guessing would be the cheapest headset in the bunch. Alright, my username is HM number 6087. Do we have to add each other for for the messages to be able to go through. Yeah, I don't really think so necessarily. I think that you can just send me the direct message. I do find it a little bit troublesome to like search around. But yep, I cannot find you. But since you're already part of the Discord, I mean, if we can message without adding, then yeah. No, yeah, I mean, it should be totally fine. If you're already part of the Tech Summit Discord, then you should be good to go from there. Like, you could just, like, send me a direct message from there. I need to get like that eye roll emote that I had from before. Let's see. Can I send you a message right now? Yes, of course. Absolutely. Feel free to do so. Oh, okay. It looks like it's going in the general chat. Ah, yes. Yes, well, there you are. I see you. Hey, it's Ultra Pranks. Hello. Yeah, like if you want, like you can drop it in the chat. Of course there, or you can just send me a direct message. All up to you, of course. Can I send the names or the links? Either way it is fine, honestly. Either way works totally fine. Okay, so now we're actually going to be moving on to the drawing table for a sec, which means that I'm going to be moving this window over to the side, and I'm going to be switching cameras. Alright, so let me see if this would work. First, let's click on... oh man, I don't have a drawing button, unfortunately, for that. Huh. Yeah, that's so weird. Oh, okay. It's already pointing in the right direction. So here we have Logitech Cam. Make sure to adjust that correctly. Maybe I just had to like deactivate it and then activate it again because it's not turning on at the moment when it should be. Don't see why it wouldn't. Come on. Pop up, and no. It looks like that webcam is not in the mood to work right now. I don't know why. The C920 was working totally fine this morning even. Live Gamer, Mini, the Game Capture 4K, no. We're not trying to use any of those. Yeah, there must be something going on with the webcam right now. And yes, I noticed that you did send me a direct message. So here is a list. Okay. No problem. Go ahead and take your time with the list. No worries. Technical Summit. Technical Summit is here. Hello there. Bye. Jesus Christ. Well, thank you for stopping by, Mr. Technical Summit. Will Logic Capture work here? And let me activate it. Nope, it does not. It does not work. Hang on. And wow, yeah, like That camera isn't even an option right now, actually. That's so weird. Oh man, like that's genuinely so weird. Sorry, I'm just finding more headsets besides the Turtle Beach. Unless you're fine with doing a lot of Turtle Beach headsets, I would rather do a variety of them. I'd rather like not just stick with Turtle Beach. And by the way, I already have a $200 gaming headset around. So yeah, like that's already been covered. Let's see. So like if I switch over to this side so that I can draw, we come across the issue over here that this webcam does not feel like working. So let me see. Sorry about that. But yeah, I have too many things plugged in right now, so it would be nigh impossible for me to figure out which is the right cable that leads to the webcam at the moment. So, unfortunately, I mean, we simply cannot go about this without my face being shown. It simply cannot work that way. So I guess that the only thing that I can do here is just kind of show you guys what I've already done. It's like essentially, I just have this. It's just like zooming out, moving the hand, and then kind of rearing up for stuff to happen. Man, I really wanted to like keep drawing tonight, but if my webcam isn't working, do the JBL Quantum Series headsets. Ooh. Wait a second. If I remember correctly, that's an expensive one, isn't it? Because at the moment, I'm more like broke summit, so I do have to be careful with what I get. Ultra prank stars. Alright, okay, sweet. Okay, so I think that the other solution that we could probably aim for is that I get the Xlr Media webcam and I plug that in instead. So that way I can move over to this section. So give me just one moment, please. I'm taking care of it now. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not sure why even the Xlr Media webcam just isn't showing up right now. Xlr Media cam, is it active at all? So like it is listed here, and then there's just cam engine. Live streamer, cam engine. Okay, now it's on. There we go. There we go. Okay, finally. So if we turn on just one light. Okay, I guess that will just have to do for now. And yeah, okay. I think we are ready to move over to the drawing table. Which is just over here. Hello. And let's keep it more so like this, so that it's easier to speak into it. Let's see. Do you know any other headsets? How many headsets would you want to do in total? Probably somewhere between 5 and 6. And again, I already have a $200 one, so we don't need to account for that one so much. And now for this, since currently we're working on an animation, trying to see. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do it based off of this. Just like make the hair flow. So just add like 3 more frames to try and make that a little bit easier on myself over here. Because this is definitely going to be quite the amount of work if I'm not careful. So yeah, like I would say somewhere between 5 and 6 headsets I'd be down for testing. All at the same time. I might end up doing like individual reviews of them first though. Because I do like being able to compare these. However, I always like having like a point of reference that people can go to if they want more details on a specific headset. Okay. And yeah, let's do the hair a little bit differently here. But it has to be storming upwards. Like this, and then we do the cloth. Because it is supposed to be a bit windy, so we're supposed to make some adjustments over there. And since he's supposed to be like charging up energy of sorts also at this moment, it is important to keep that into consideration too. Okay, so let's see. The differences between frame 1 and frame 2 are very subtle, so that's good. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that always happens. Can I do a list and you choose which one you want to put in the video? Yeah, absolutely. I would be totally down with that. So you can go ahead and do that. So next week is going to be when I do the unboxings of everything. So basically, I'm trying to fill up my card binder for Yu-Gi-Oh! So what I have to do in order for me to accomplish that properly is that I went ahead and I bought like a bunch of boxes that I'm going to open up, and the whole stream is just going to be like just chatting and just opening cards, like to see if I can pull anything good out of it. It's crazy. It's I'm hoping for the best here because these things are not cheap. And if I can make my money back, or at the very least get anywhere near that, I'd be pretty happy, I think. Okay, so let's do the hair first. No, that's too similar. Like this, I think, is fine. And let's just have this. I think this will be okay for the most part, so this should not intrude on my mission here to get this done in the way that I've been meaning for. So let's see. So we have this. Okay. Yeah, so with this one, it's almost like the wind isn't really moving on his hair, which is, I don't know, it might not be preferable for a good amount of people. Sorry, door is open. I had to make sure to take care of that. Okay, so this is so far what we have. And then, since I'm just going to need these 3 frames, whoops, so that I can continuously reference him and like loop this whenever he needs to, whenever I need him to just stay in one state. Now for the rest of it, I can draw the next couple of frames of him doing something else, of him actually maybe bringing his arm up, probably would be a good way of going about it. So let's go ahead and bring this down. Does Logitech own Blue? I don't know, actually. That's a pretty good question. I would like to think that they're 2 separate entities and that they just worked together on this one project, but I'm not entirely sure. It's possible, but I never really looked into it. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's bring this up. And then we should be seeing some good stuff going on here. Yeah, so usually I do tend to get a little bit quiet when I'm drawing, especially like when I'm this focused, because I do have just like a very concrete idea in my mind of what I want this to look like, and I can picture it now. And I'm just like, I know that I've been meaning to get work done on this. And I've also got the second channel where I've been posting game reviews and other like unboxing style videos too. So I've been taking care of those as well, and there's actually a new video coming out on the second channel relatively soon as well. That more so has to do with a review of a game that just came out on the Switch recently. But it's like a shorter one, and then like it will get longer. Well, like there is going to be like one of like longer fall asleep to this kind of review sort of video as well on it. But it's just that since I'm still in the early stages of the game, I've kind of been sticking with that. Oh, looks like I got my list. Wow, there are a lot of options in here. Okay, so we have the Turtle Beach Recon 50 Astro A40 HyperX Cloud Core, GBL Quantum 200, Razer Kraken Tournament, Recon 500 HyperX Cloud 2, Wireless JBL Quantum 600, Asus ROG Delta USB-C, Omen Mindframe Prime Gaming Headset Logitech G733, Lightspeed Wireless Gaming Headset, Alienware Stereo PC Gaming Headset, AW310H, HP USB, even an HP headset, wow. Headset with microphone, and Corsair HS60 Pro. Not a single Razer headset. I wonder why. I finished the list. Yeah, I saw. And thanks a lot for that. I will... I'm going to reference that for sure when I'm looking for more content and stuff. Which will likely end up being like a June video. Most likely. Like, I don't think that I would end up pushing it over to July or anything like that. Plus, I think that a lot of you guys might be interested in a video like that, too. Like, just considering that a lot of people are very much still in the market for something like this. Let's see. Let's see how much of this I'll end up doing. Well, whatever works. I mean, it is a lot of headsets, yeah. So I would definitely have to filter through it and see which ones I'd be willing to do and that sort of thing. But I'll definitely find something from there. And thank you, by the way, for that list. I do appreciate it quite a bit. Like, just considering that kind of search may have taken a while for me. And now that I have like a bunch of good suggestions here for it, it does make my job easier in that regard. So thank you. Do you have like a favorite gaming headset, perhaps? Okay, how is this looking so far? Let me see. Okay, so we have this. Oh, wait, I'm missing the 4-pack here. I cannot miss that. Okay, so I have this. And then we just kind of add a new layer here. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring this down some more. And then the Widow's Peak still has to be there, of course. And then this is when the fingers start to enter the frame of his face there. I wonder, like, if I'm going to end up having 6 frames of it just going up like that and then, like, exploding into something else. I'm still thinking about that. The thing with the... Oh, okay, let's see. Probably like a HyperX one. The thing with Turtle Beach ones is that the mic is short. Ah, yes, I have seen that for sure. I forgot that you were streaming. How dare you forget? How dare you, Jamu Firecat? You have offended me. You have offended me in ways that you cannot even fathom. Just for forgetting that much information. Everyone knows that I stream all the time. I'm always available. So you should always expect me. Anyway, I'll say that again. So you should always expect me to be here. And so like I've never actually tested a Turtle Beach headset myself, but like I have seen like the length of the microphones in the past, and while I never actually questioned how tiny they were, they do tend to be pretty small. What if Fifine makes headsets? Oh man, if they made headsets, I'd definitely be willing to try it out, but I don't think they do. I think that they're very much just like microphones at the moment. Let me take care of this like that. And there. I hope that they release another microphone. Yeah, same. Now, like, as far as I know, they're not in the works to release anything in particular as of yet, but, I mean, I could totally be wrong about that. What I want to see them release really is an Xlr microphone. I feel like that's what we're really missing here from them. And I think it would be a pretty successful one because like when it comes to audio quality, Fifine has done a very good job in the past, and I trust that brand with my life. I mean, like I do trust it though. I do think that Fifine is a very very good brand. If you're like on a budget and you need like a good microphone, Fifine is probably the like the brand that I would recommend to people that they end up going for. I like Mono too, but like I haven't always been a huge fan of their microphones, to be completely frank. I remember like, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago the prices were high, but now they are pretty cheap. Yeah, they had some short supply some time ago. I'm sure, like a lot of other manufacturers and all. So I don't really blame them for it. So that most likely caused like the spike in prices. But things have returned to normal, at least I think, for Fifine. So yeah, hoping for the best in that regard. Okay, let's go ahead and add that in as well. Let's throw that in. And let's pump these up a bit. Looks sick. Oh, well, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I've been working pretty hard on this one today. I'm trying to work on like a bit of a film where a fight scene takes place. So I have to make sure that the animation is still fluid and dynamic. So like it starts off like this from here, and then it kind of just like stops there at that moment because I do still have to add more frames. However, we'll get there. We'll manage something for sure. And I have to start putting his head down as well. Like, that's supposed to be part of that too. Yeah, if I start content creation, that depends on the budget. But to be honest, I'll probably do it when I'm older. I might use a Samsung G-Track Pro or like a HyperX Quadcast because to me, they sound the best. I can agree with you on that too. I think that when it comes to USB microphones and stuff, they're probably the best sounding ones on the market. When it's just like when it comes to just USB, at least, the hybrids tend to sound pretty good too. Okay, so let's start putting that head down. Let's draw that M in the middle. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Looks like these hands are going to start going up already. Wait, no. That's almost like a direct trace. Right there. That's not what I want. I need to go up just a bit. And we should see more significant changes here at least. And I'm probably going to do one more frame of this. And then I'm going to start the zooming so that I can zoom back in. Let's see. Yeah, those fingers do look a little bit gnarly, I gotta say. In your December review, the Blue Yeti X made you sound robotic. Why is that? I think it kind of just has to do with the way that the microphone sounds by default. I also felt like the microphone just, I don't know, like it didn't sound natural. I don't really know like what it was about that microphone or just like Blue Yetis in general. That's part of the reason why I'm not really a big fan of Yeti microphones personally. I just find them to be so lackluster in a lot of ways. Very much overhyped as well. But I don't really think that Blue Yetis sound all that good. I thought that the Blue Yeti X with proper EQ could certainly sound pretty decent. But yeah, like it could definitely use some help. The only I'd probably get is the Nano. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to save some money and you need basically the exact same sound quality, then yeah, like for sure, the Nano will be a great option instead because both of them do sound virtually identical. So I don't think that that you'll find yourself missing it. It's unless you want like the extra gimmicks, the extra polar patterns that you would be getting if you went with like the bigger Yeti and things like that. But yeah, I would say that you're really not missing much if you end up going with a Nano. I liked the Nano though, like it a fair bit, but it's not the best microphone in my opinion for $100. I think that if you just spend $20 more, you can get yourself a much better microphone through the G-Track Pro. And I'm going to continue to reiterate that point for as long as possible, probably. Just trying to push the knees a little bit forward there. Just a tad bit. What's the difference between XLR and USB? So the differences between the two is that XLR is going to be an analog connection, and USB is going to be a digital connection. So when it comes to analog, uh, they're usually capable of a lot more. And by analog, I just mean XLR microphones. They operate differently as well. And it is generally an upgrade because it lets you use other types of audio interfaces with it, and it's just a lot more customizable. Like, you could do a lot more with an XLR microphone, and in the long term, I think that it would be a better investment overall. However, USB microphones are easier to use. They're certainly simpler. It's, for a lot of people, it is just going to be plug and play, and a lot of the software actually does feature like EQ and stuff like that, which I would argue is probably the biggest value that would come from XLR, and you do still get that with some USB microphones. So, hey, but yeah, like in general, XLR is more flexible, but USB is easier, simpler. If she leaves you for another, there is always her mother, Master Yoda. Well, call him a master for a reason, I suppose, eh? He just knew it all. Let's get that M in there. Do you think that someone would be able to rap with like a Samsung G Track Pro? Yeah, yeah. I don't see why not. Um, the G Track Pro is actually pretty good when it comes to vocals and stuff because it does have a pretty natural sound to it already. So yeah, I would say so for sure. However, when it comes to music production and things like that, I would urge you to go the XLR route instead if you can. But like, I understand that's not necessarily within everyone's jurisdiction. So if USB is the way to go, then the G Track Pro is the way I would personally go. I'm unfortunately a bad rapper myself, so I wish I could offer more details off of my own experiences, but I haven't had any experiences with it when it comes to rapping, at least. what are some stuff that you can do with XLR? So you are pretty much going to be dependent off of what audio interface you end up using with it. So like how an XLR microphone only works on a computer because it's an analog signal that's being converted into a digital signal. However, that's done through an audio interface. So it's kind of like a middleman, where you have your microphone, then you have an interface, which in most cases would just be like a box of sorts, with buttons and knobs and things like that. And then that connects to the USB port on your computer. And essentially, depending on what interface you have, you could run any EQ, you can add compression, voice changers as well. Yeah, that's another thing that you totally could do if you wanted to. I mean, I do it with mine all of the time, in fact. So yeah, a lot of good stuff there. And it's just like a better long-term investment because, yes, while it is more expensive at first, oftentimes like if people want to upgrade their microphones or something like that, they would just end up upgrading the interface, which oftentimes can end up being cheaper. And there are a lot of great interfaces that are pretty affordable too, so. Let's see. I think I'm going to leave the legs pretty much how they are here. Probably not going to spread them any more than that here. And let's see this. So let's see that. And then we can kind of keep it in this state for just 2 more frames. Like this. Do you know how to make audio from a voice changer sync with audio from a USB mic? Uh, yeah. Yeah. So you would essentially do that through the wavelengths. So like, regardless of what editing software you use, or audio editing software in particular, um, there is there is going to be a way like for you to just like put both audio files put one on top of another on like different layers, like kind of like this or like this. Like I'll just give you the example here. So like here you have both of your tracks, and then like your audio looks kind of like this. And then you look at the audio from your voice mod, and it looks maybe more like that. So something pretty similar or virtually identical, but there's just more space here. So what you would do is just cut the space out, and then you would just drag this back so that this here on this line would match up with this one, and that's how you would know if the audio is properly synced up. And, and I guess that I took pretty good advantage of my drawing tablet there to give a tech example. Yeah, let me go ahead and delete that though. I hope that that made sense. How do you do research about computers? So when I first started getting into computers, I would just watch a lot of different channels. Like I would watch Linus Tech Tips, of course, Dave Lee, Marquez Brownlee, you know, like the famous boys. And then that's how I learned how to first build my PC through Linus and watching his videos. And then like after that, things just kind of started to like click in. Like you just get kind of a grasp on what set pieces of tech do or what they're meant for. And then being able to tell the difference between a bad product and a good one and knowing what's compatible with what just kind of ends up coming naturally. You just have to pay a lot of attention like when you watch these videos, and that's kind of how I got into it, and how I started becoming more adept at doing research about computers and that sort of thing. It did. Okay, well that's good. I'm happy to hear it. The voice changer I use is Morph Vox. I've never heard of that one. I know of voice mods, and I used to use voice mod when I was on the USB microphone too. But ever since I went XLR, I haven't really needed to, since all of my controls for my voices are like right on the board right here. But I do, I guess, kind of remember the fond days of being on USB. It was just a lot simpler. Less troubleshooting, I guess, but sometimes more troubleshooting too. So like it wasn't always all hunky dory, because sometimes software would mess up, and that's harder to happen for an XLR microphone when it's plugged into an interface. Morphox is old school. Oh, is it really? Honestly, I hadn't heard about it at all up until today. You just informing me about it. So we just go ahead and kind of choose how we draw the lines around here. And then we do the same here. So how different are these two? Where it matters. Okay. Certainly different enough. And then we do one more. These Adrian Candelario. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, bud. Mics right now are pretty pricey, are they? I mean, I guess that it depends on what kinds of microphones you're looking for. They started in like 2005. Oh wow. So they've been doing this for a long time. That is pretty old school. I think I was 8 when that released. Most of their videos are from 2011, 2014. Wait, so like, does that also kind of imply that their software is outdated, or? Because their tutorials are from that long ago. They are still popular. Interesting. I got a HyperX one for 100 last year, and now it's 160. Yeah, some microphones, and especially from HyperX, have been getting scalped pretty hard. Same thing with Elgato microphones though. Like if you look at the Elgato Wave series of microphones, those are being scalped. Well, those have been scalped a couple of times at least. And just like going up in prices. I'm pretty sure that they're back to normal right now, but it's happened to those as well. The Samsung G-Track Pro was also pretty hard to get your hands on. You know, that happened to a lot of microphones, especially last year. I remember. Hey, look at your Discord. I sent you something funny about consoles and PC and the Unis they have. What? I'll take a look. Okay, that meme is pretty ridiculous. Nah, it's not outdated, the videos are. Oh, okay. Well, I, I guess that there's that. My best purchase was the USB AT2020 Plus for $50. No Facebook Marketplace or on Facebook Marketplace. By the way, I found your channel a few days ago. I love the content. Oh, well, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. And thank you for stopping by the live stream as well. I hope that you're having a good time so far. I don't typically draw on my live streams and stuff, but I'm trying to get work done as well, since I am supposed to stream today. So like I am trying to find a middle ground here, which is why I'm currently drawing. However, I'm more than willing to talk tech right now. So by all means, hit me. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, good. I found your channel through the HyperX Quadcast video. Oh wow, so that was actually at some point last year then. Okay, cool. I dig it. I found it through the Yeti X. Oh, I see. So that one's actually more recent. Ah, well, welcome in. You have many hobbies, says Crimson GG. I do. I most certainly do. Probably too many hobbies, because there are just too many things that I want to do in the day that I can't actually, unfortunately, get done. A lot of things that I want to accomplish. That's why like when I take a vacation or a break, like I have to leave the state. Otherwise, I'm going to be in work mode almost the entire time. Okay, let's go ahead and duplicate this one, but we do still have to open up this hand. Some more, so we're going to be deleting, well, erasing these fingers as well, raising up the arm too. So this is essentially supposed to be a fight scene, but I'm kind of doing like the first stages, like when they're first talking. and talking about why they have to fight to begin with anyway. But because I'm me, I have to make it very much over the top as well. So I'm going through all of this just so that this character can say with enough impact, I'm sick of it. Turtle Beach released the Recon 500, so I'd probably get it only for the headphones themselves, not the mic. But the mic is decent, actually. Oh, is it now? I've heard that saying a couple of times, and I've been disappointed a few times, so I would hope so. I would hope that it is actually decent. You like anime? Yes, actually, I do. I enjoy it quite a bit, for sure. Foolish Swami is first, and no one can take that away from him. He is the first one in the chat. Understood? Okay, I'm glad that we're all on the same page. Okay, let's start to open these up. The mic isn't really distorted like most headsets. Is that so? Huh. I'm interested in learning more then, if that's the case. Just a little quiet. Okay. I mean, quiet, like a little bit quiet is fine. I don't see an issue with that. It's just like when the microphone sounds bad. You see, like that's the issue, I would argue. And there we go. Technical, if that's his name, lol, did a review on them so you can hear them. Okay. Technical. What an interesting name. Well, I want to be Tech Dime, and no one's gonna take that away from me. That's it. That's officially my name. I'm gonna change it tomorrow. I should probably add an ear here or something. So how's everything going on your end, Foolish Swami? How's your night so far? I might have to check out Technical at some point, as you suggested. We are chilling, dude. Okay, well that's good. We. When did we become we? Is my question. Is the real question. Oh, it's the Techni. What do you mean? Oh. Oh, that's its actual name. Okay, I think I have heard of that channel name. But not Technical. It's like, huh, I guess I'm gonna have to look for Technical at some point. I was switching through resolutions, and it's weird that we used to watch things in such poor quality and thought that this is cool. Yeah, it is really interesting. But then again, like we have to see it from the perspective of people that grew up at around that time. So like for instance, at that time, that was the best around. And it eventually ended up evolving. Well, like all sorts of tech. Please ignore that message from camel0_1. Please and thank you. Like, right now, 4K isn't really that big of a deal to me. 1440p kind of is, but like I'm still perfectly fine with 1080p in most cases. Why are GPUs so pricey right now? Because of shortages. Nvidia nor AMD can make enough GPUs to keep up with the demand, and whenever there is a release, a lot of scalpers, miners as well, end up buying them, which just complicates everything. So yeah, there's no stock because shortages, supply cannot keep up with demand whatsoever, and that's likely going to be the case until next year. Coin miners, yes, they're definitely a pretty big reason too. However, thanks to the new low hash rate GPUs, that's probably going to be changing. At least that's the hope. Okay, let's go ahead and draw an actual thumb this time. Like this. And let's make that pinky a little bit smaller. A little bit thinner, too. Jeez. Let's see. Okay. Now we kind of just have to erase through a little bit of this, too. And just draw around that again. Cool. Have you ever gotten a hate comment? I really hope not. Oh yes. And it has been over pretty trivial stuff. And sometimes it just, and some of it is also just pretty strong criticism. So like, for instance, during my earlier days of YouTube, I was told to end myself, and obviously I ignored that comment. Jeremiah Johnson, yo, what's up? Hello, Jeremiah Johnson. Thank you for stopping by. How's your night going so far? Hope everything's going all right. And like in terms of like other types of like comments, I mean like people have commented about my eye. I apparently have like one eye that's like a little bit droopier than the other, which I didn't even notice until people started pointing it out. It happens. It's just how it is. If you're going to put yourself out there online, then these are just things that you have to be willing to deal with, ultimately. Whether you like it or not. And even if you don't like certain comments from some people, those comments are still going to be made. And I would rather keep making content than not. So, I guess I'll deal with it. Okay, now this frame is when things actually start changing up like quite a bit. Yeah, this. And then that. So then he spreads his fingers. And this is when we start to zoom in here. So I'm thinking maybe that'll do it this way. I need like a decent way of transitioning here. So I'm thinking maybe it should be something like this. And then I kind of want his head to still move to the side somewhat. My night's good, bro. Just vibing. Okay, well that's good. Well, that's very good. I'm happy to hear it. The good vibes are definitely very important. I'm just over here drawing, and I hope that people are just having a chill time. I hope that this isn't boring anybody. Okay, so for this, I guess I'm going to leave the finger spread for now, and then I'm going to start to close in on these. Because it has to be like a pretty fast zoom in. Can I suggest a background song? It depends. If it's not going to get me in trouble with YouTube, then sure. What's your goal with YouTube? Like 1 million subs, or just good content? My goal with YouTube really is to be able to continue to like explore a lot of different assets of tech, which is something that has become available to me thanks to the channel. Otherwise, I wouldn't really I would just be wondering about tech and never be able to actually like get my hands on that. And it's also been my job. So I can appreciate YouTube for those things. However, my goal ultimately is to be able to work with bigger brands, be able to continue to do video production, though I would also like my channel to grow. While I'm not looking for 1 million subscribers right now, I am hoping to end the year on 25k. Like, I'm more than willing to go for like a slow run if it means that I can still work with these brands, and yeah, and also be able to communicate with everybody, since everybody is incredibly supportive. It's no copyright. Okay. I will take your word for it. So what's on your mind then? And is it on Spotify by any chance? Can I send the link on Discord? Sure thing. I'd say that's fine. It's from YouTube. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. Go ahead. Okay, so it looks like we're getting somewhere here. We're starting to do the zoom in now a bit. Oh, okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear this too. Let me just make sure though. Let me make sure that desktop audio is on. So desktop audio should come from, I would say, here. Okay. You guys should now be able to hear it. Wait a second. I've definitely heard this one before on like outros and stuff. There we go. All right, I dig it. I like it. I've heard this one before on people's outros though, like for some channels. So this one definitely is familiar to me. I hope you guys can hear it just fine. I mean, it seems like you can. Do you play any games? Yes, of course. I'm definitely into games. I'm just more so uh into like RPGs and that kind of thing. I do like fighting games as well. I'm personally not that big into shooting games. Uh but I do like my RPGs whether they're turn-based or action. So, yeah, I would say that that's my palette. What are you into in terms of games? It's a little echoey. Really? It's echoey. I I wonder what's causing that echo. I wonder if it's just that maybe it's playing twice and I just don't know it. Nah, no it isn't. Weird. I wonder why. I'm into competitive Fortnite. Oh, okay, gotcha. So like we are pretty much into a very like opposite ends of games here. I feel you though. I mean, like Fortnite definitely has a very strong competitive scene. It is. I wonder why it's echoey though. I I wonder where that's coming from. But we got that covered. Maybe it could be me. I think it might be, but I'm not sure what setting on your computer could possibly be triggering that either. For it to just like come out echoey for you like that. Hmm. Yeah, let's do it this way. Kind of want that side view, kind of like a profile view for him. So let's do that. Let's turn his head around just a little bit. Now the M has to go in like this. And then we would go on by drawing the eyes. Yeah, I like the part of Fortnite where you can always get better. Yeah, like you can always improve at the game. And I'm sure that, like, you've heard this from a lot of people that tried to get into the game, but I never got used to building. Like, I was always very slow when it came to my reactions there. And I would end up getting completely destroyed, like, while I was looking for the button that I needed to, like, start building. So it certainly did not really work out for me. Okay, so let's just bring that down slightly, like this. And hey, thanks a lot for that. I very much appreciate that YouTube subscription, so thank you so much for that. That came from Dark Nistu, so thank you very much for that. And I hope that you are enjoying this live stream so far. Kevin Bartolo, hi. Hey, how's it going, bud? Ultra Pranks. Do you know the Game Gang Beast? No, actually, not at all. Tell me more, though. Jeremiah. I used to play it for fun when it first came out, but now I want to be the best I can, so I've been playing in tournaments and trying to get signed to an esports team or something. Ah, I see. Gotcha. So you're really trying to make it big with this game, I see. Oh, it's actually Bullets Aim Far. So that subscription initially came from Bullets Aim Far, and the new one just came from Kevin Bartolo. So thank you as well. So Bullets Aim Far, I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. And I apologize for not catching you earlier. Guess you could say I missed the bullet. Ha, ha, ha. I know Gang Beasts. I have no idea what they are. It's a pretty fun. Oh, it's a game. It's a pretty fun game. You should look it up. What kind of game is it? Comedy fighting game? That no pun intended, but that's kind of hilarious. That's what that game is based on. Comedy fighting. I mean, is it actually funny or like does it just have like goofy stuff going on in it? Like fist fighting but with a comedic twist. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's like a fighting game. Okay, wow. I mean, I have never heard of such a concept in the past. It sounds interesting. I might actually check it out. So these, to make sure that these fingers are... And then like this. For the speed lines. I know that it looks kind of confusing right now, but I think it'll make sense. Probably when everyone realizes that this is just an in-between frame. Even though it is kind of a detailed in-between. Maybe a little bit too detailed, actually. Huh. So let's do this. Goofy stuff. It's very fun with friends. Ah, I gotcha. So it is more like a party game then. Like a game that you're meant to play with other people and the likes, I mean. I see like the types of games that I tend to play are single player, usually. But hey, I mean, like, I wouldn't mind. I do still have a handful of party games in case I do visit friends and things of the like. Also, school for me ended on Thursday, and so far my summer has been... What? School ended that early for you? I know that for college students it ended already like in the middle of May, but... Holy. So, like, does that mean that you usually start school early, then? Because, like, over here in New York, we are used to going back to school sometime in late August, for instance. Okay, so there we go with that. Yeah, on August 20th, 2021. Okay, gotcha. I mean, still, like, that seems like a pretty long vacation to me, holy. Enjoy it to the fullest, hey. I wish that, I wish that when I was in high school, or even just in middle school, that breaks would start this early, but it would always be, oh no, breaks begin at the very end of June. It's like, oh geez, well that ain't good, that ain't fun. Okay, I think that looks kind of alright there. Let's add maybe some more muscle fibers there. Alright, so this frame should be when the fist finally closes in. Very dramatic, for sure. Maybe I should erase this eye and just do that again. That does not look good. Okay, maybe there. Okay, that's a little bit better. But this angle seems to be a little bit strange for this. At least it just came out a little bit weird. I did all virtual this year. Next year I plan on going in person when I get vaccinated fully. Ah, oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I certainly remember having to finish school virtually, and it wasn't fun. I definitely missed being able to go in person, and I'm pretty sure that Foolish Swami can attest to that. Well, maybe he can, actually. I'm not sure if he preferred it. online. Though, like, I do have to say that because I had classes online um, during that time, it made it easier for me to finish my senior thesis for school. Are you in the USA? Yes. Yes, I am indeed in the USA. What about you? Ultra pranks, just as. Yeah. Alright, so now I have to draw that neck. I have to draw like a very exaggerated thing. Yeah, I'm in the USA. You ever hear of Bugfa? No. Booga? Bugga? No. I've never heard of it. Sorry. Tell me more though. What is it? Hmm. Then we do it like that. Why do phone calls sound bad compared to like Discord calls, for for example? Um, it's because usually, um, I mean, phone calls have to go through obviously like the cell towers, and then that is a signal that gets transferred back to a satellite, and then it reaches the other person again. So like it has to do also, you know, like normally in a phone call, there's also going to be latency and things like that, and it is because of all of those loops, uh, um, that your signal has to go through in order to reach the other person and then back. And the fact that all of that happens still like within a second or so is pretty insane. Oh, and it's also the fact that your, well, no one's smartphones really have very good microphones either. So they end up getting compressed to hell, um, in order to make the transferring of that signal much easier to do. Okay, he is the best Fortnite competitive player in the world. He competed in New York City against 99 of the best players in the world, and he came out on top and won $3 million. That's pretty insane. He's my inspiration. I see. So he's your inspiration, not Ninja. Like, just to clarify, not Ninja. But yeah, like personally, I've never heard of 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 Bugga or Booga up until now, and it is pretty much mostly because of my own ignorance, since I'm not really so much into like the Fortnite scene myself. So naturally, I would end up missing those details. There we go. Well, that's starting to look alright. Oh, let me close this up. Okay, now let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and watch. Okay, not too shabby. It did take a lot of time to be able to get this done. I better save before I end up forgetting, because Jesus Christ. Even these things can still take a while to save as well. I usually make phone calls from like Google Voice or Text Now with my USB mic, and it sounds clear. Yeah. It is also like one reason is because you're using a different service. Like Google Voice is naturally going to be a better service than just like your regular calling app. And also you're using a USB microphone. So yeah, like it would usually sound pretty clear. Even though Discord, I would say, does a very good job as well, like when it comes to uh, like giving you great quality calls and stuff. Like it doesn't do much compression, which is very much appreciated, I gotta say. Okay, so first things first, before I start doing the mouth flaps, I'm just going to... Oh, that scared me. Jesus. Dr. Phone Guy, thank you very much for that subscription over on YouTube. I do very much appreciate it. And I hope that you've been enjoying this live stream so far. I know that there has been a lot of drawing. And some tech talk. Some tech talk. Do you know how Discord calls work too? Are they the same as a phone call? No, they do not operate the same way as a phone call would. Because in this case, usually when you're making a regular phone call, that phone call operates as I mentioned earlier. However, like when it comes to Discord, that is going through a different network. That is going through a Wi-Fi network, an internet network of sorts, which is going to operate differently, and naturally it is also going to be faster. Just allowing for like a lot more flexibility. But that's really like just as much as I would know about that particular subject. I'm not exactly sure how Discord can make their voice calls so clear. I wish I knew. I think that ought to do alright. There you go. Some differences between these in terms of the clothing, so that's already pretty good. Discord is VoIP, right? Huh? I don't think I've ever heard the term VoIP. What is VoIP? almost done with this section, and then we can start doing some lip flaps as well. And then we have to do another zoom out as well, to where it highlights the character that this guy is supposed to be fighting. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do. I do have a Discord server. So do feel free to stop by. Let's see if I can go ahead and drop a link. I'm coming. It's coming. It is coming. Voice over internet protocol. I'm not particularly certain if that's how Discord operates, but probably. Clever Rubio. Hey, buddy. Thanks so much for stopping by tonight. I hope that you're having a wonderful night. Is this Dragon Ball Z? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm doing an animation based around that. A fight scene. And thanks for stopping by. Okay. So here is the link to the Discord. Hopefully it works. I dropped it on YouTube since Yes, you are on YouTube. I'm currently streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so yeah. If there appeared to be any kind of confusion in my eyes, that would be why. Awesome, bro. Oh, thank you, bud. Thank you. I haven't animated much in a while, so it is kind of nice to be able to get back in the groove of things, since I just got like so tired of animation after I graduated. I really needed like a long break from it, and I've already taken like over a year's worth of a break, so I think it's about time that I went back to doing some form of animation here. Just something fun, something that when it's done I can sit back and just like watch it, have fun with it. But how's everything been on your end? I hope that you're doing well. Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. But how are you doing, buddy? That's what I really want to know. So far it looks more like this. That's a scene, all right. If I decide to even keep it at 24 frames per second, that is. It is currently running at 24, but I usually prefer to like run things at 12. Good, bro. Getting married soon. Jesus Christ. I know that you stopped by like just to let me know about that. I mean, congratulations, man. I'm very happy to hear it. For sure. So when is this marriage taking place exactly? Not gonna lie, I miss going in person because I haven't talked to many people in over a year. I get that for sure. I get that. I did experience a lot of those same feelings when I was doing schooling online, and you know, like it just gets a little bit dry. That human interaction is pretty important. A lot more than some people might give it credit. Gosh damn it, I'm trying to, like, move this thing over here. Okay. Okay, and then this can go here. Now, what I should do here is actually go ahead and probably... just take this and then drag it down. Like that. Now let's erase this mouth so far. And let's fill that space in. Hi. Hello. Hi. Just watched your video from December about the best controller for gamers. It was great. Just thought that I would come and say hello. Oh, well, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. And I am very glad to see that you did enjoy that video. It took a long time to make, so I'm definitely happy to hear it. By November, oh wow. So this man is getting married by November. I have to give you props there. Man, it looks like you're growing up a lot faster than all of us, huh? Are you still in contact with Ricky? Yes, I am. We hang out pretty often, actually. And thank you very much for that subscription on YouTube. I very much appreciate it. XG Joaz. I tried my best to pronounce it there, so I apologize if I butchered it, which I most likely did. But thank you. Also, the Turtle Beach Recon 500 use 16nm drivers. Oh, that's actually rather large. Yeah, I just subbed. Hopefully, going to watch a couple more tomorrow because I'm looking for ways to improve my setup. Oh, sick! I hope that you end up finding the right content within my playlist. I have tried my best to organize them as well as possible, but hey. Thanks so much for all of your support. It is indeed appreciated. Rubio asks, we should hang out soon, even with Robert. Oh, Robert is in Georgia right now. So, unfortunately, I don't think that he would be able to join us. But, yeah. I mean, like, I would be happy to hang out. I don't see why not. 11, thank you so much. I very much appreciate that subscription over on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far as well. You were closer than most. Hard to get my name correct. It's from an Xbox 360 clan. Oh, okay. Then, well, I guess that I am happy to say that I was closer than most because, yeah, like I wasn't sure exactly how to say it, but hey, I mean, I guess I got close, and that is an accomplishment, no matter what anyone says. And I think I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, come on. Trying to move this around. Jeez. Okay, there we go. So we can go ahead and move this back. We can move this back. And then we can move this back. Okay. So then we want to go. Okay. I'm sick of it. Okay. So I think I would probably have to just go ahead and grab the lasso tool for like a different expression. Or not even actually, like I could just erase around this if anything. That's the best millimeter drivers for headphones. I don't think that it's necessarily the best. I'm just saying that it is pretty large. And usually, I like the bigger the drivers, the more you can do with them. So like the bigger they are, the better. Can you show us your animation, how it's coming out? Yes, for sure, definitely. I'm just going to very quickly add this next frame, and then I'll show everybody. There we go. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. It's going to look pretty fast because it is running at 24 frames per second, but here goes nothing. I'll leave it looping for a little bit so that you can take a look. And that's what it looks like, essentially. So there we have it. I like it. I'm digging it so far. What software are you using? I'm using Sketchbook Pro. I'm using the Flipbook feature specifically for this one. So yeah. So far we are getting to something here. Let's see. Oh, hang on, I have to close this in as well. Yeah, but this will help like when it comes to vowels and getting the right pronunciation for most of it. And now I think I should probably add one actually for a different mouth flap. Let me see. Put this back over here. Gosh damn it, this thing won't move sometimes. I don't know what it is with Sketchbook. Or is it just the stylus? Am I not pressing hard enough? I need to know. And it'll only show me 39 frames at a time, unfortunately. Unless I stretch this some more, which I should totally do. There you go. Now it'll show me way more frames. Okay, so there we go. And then... Awesome, bro. Good seeing you. Yeah, man. That's very good hearing from you as well. That was great. Thanks a lot for stopping by, bud. Brown dude is back, and he's saying, "Bro, you're still on the same screen." No, actually, not at all. I'm not at all on the same screen. I'll have you know that each one of these is a very different one. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it from anyone. Okay, so there we go. So we have this, and then... I dig it. I dig it so far. I just kind of want to emphasize the it when he says, I'm sick of it. Is that Vegeta? Yes, it is Vegeta. So this time we are we're having a focus on him. Tonight it's going to be him. Even though Goku does still show up in like somewhere around here. I don't know, I dig it. I'm glad that I was able to accomplish this without any kind of references or anything of the like. What is this? Who's bothering me with emails at this time of the night? Oh, okay. It's to let me know that something shipped. Yeah, so there's going to be another accessory for smartphones that looks a lot like an Xbox Elite controller, but it's basically to play like games on your phone and stuff. So that's going to be an interesting video, I think. When are you going to change screens? I'm going to change screens only when the time is right. But I plan on staying on this screen for the rest of this stream. And sadly, the only option is just to deal with it. It's been a great night. I'm very happy to hear it for sure. And I hope that everyone is having a wonderful night as well. It has been a pretty chill one. I've been enjoying just like drawing and chatting with you guys. It has been pretty cool. And a lot of people have also been subscribing to the YouTube channel, which I very much appreciate. So thank you to anyone that has done so. I very much appreciate it. I think that for this, I might actually be better off leaving the teeth where they are here and kind of just like dragging this along. So just taking this, pulling it down. But also, let's widen it up a bit, like just a bit. Wait, no. Okay, there we go. And let's do something about those eyes, too. Let's do something about that. What makes a microphone sound clear? It essentially has to do with the way that the microphone is tuned at the factory. I would say that is most of it, really. I'm just having the worst day of my life. What's going on, buddy? What's on your mind? Why is this the worst day? Okay, maybe I'll take this one. Gosh damn it, it ain't working out for me. This thing, sometimes this pen just doesn't want to do what I want it to. It's kind of annoying when it gets an attitude like that. Alright, there we go. Now let's go ahead and erase all of this. Let's erase this as well, because we're going to be expanding those a little bit more. And yeah, I would say that's pretty alright here. But then the jaw has to go even lower. So we would have to erase parts of this. No, I hate the way that the mouth turned out there. So let's see what I can manage. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, there. Okay, so let's see. I opened one of those drumstick ice creams and I know bit into it and the ice cream came out melted all over my black sweatpants. That is unfortunate. You see, now that is most certainly a day ender. I would have just called it quits for the day, gone home and just lay down in bed and cried for the rest of the day. So there we go. Evil Vegeta's crazy face. Let's see. Let's get that down. I think this one works. So let's go ahead and make a copy of this. And let's put this over here. But then that means we have to move every other frame back over here. Ah, come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. You're so close. Just do it. Okay, there. It's finally moving around. And then this will be like the baseline. I bit into it, but wait. It doesn't end there. Oh no, what else happened? Can I send link to a documentary on Booyah? If so, where? You can just like send it to me directly on the Discord, like through through direct messaging, and you should be good from there. Okay, let's duplicate this layer now. And let's go ahead, take this whole buffoon, and then we have to shrink it. We have to move him up as well, if we want that desired effect. And oh, I think I got your message on Discord. Ah, okay. I see it. Gotcha. Alright. I will probably take a look at it when I get a chance. What are some of the pieces that I would need to erase here? It's just this. For the clothing. Same with the hair. Let's take care of this too. And yeah, let's erase that hair. Thanks, man. I'm glad that there are streamers who take time to get to know their chat. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear that it makes you comfortable. Yeah, I mean, I like to talk to everybody on chat. I feel like that's a pretty important part of the experience here. Since I don't particularly stream all that often, I think it is important. Like, that's why I end up doing so many just chatting streams. Though right now I am trying to kind of get work done and do that at the same time. And I think it's working out pretty alright. Okay, so let's see. Brown Dude says, my friends invited me to a pool party. So once I arrived to the pool, at the pool, I think you mean, there was a football that we were playing with. Okay. One of my friends threw it to the 8-foot side. So I went to go get it. I leaned over a little too much and I fell into the pool with all my clothes on. Ah. Just to add insult to injury. I didn't have a towel or extra clothes, so I guess that meant you had to go home all wet. I also scraped my knee before I fell into the pool. Like, that's just... Yeah, that does sound like a very unlucky day. I'm sorry to hear it. Buddy, definitely like that. That does not sound like a good day whatsoever. But there's some good news to it, and that's that that day is just about to end. So very soon, that's just going to be a memory of yesterday. And tomorrow's going to be a whole new day. Hopefully will be very different from what happened this time. But I'm pretty sure it will be. That's Cap. Tech sucks at video games, so he talks to us instead of playing video games. That is not true. You better take that back, buddy. You better take that back. What is your advice for anxiety? My advice for anxiety? Well, the way that you would handle anxiety is essentially by accepting or just understanding that that no matter what you are like just about to go through or what you're going through now, you're going to be okay at the end of the day. Though, I mean, like, is there anything in particular that's maybe causing the anxiety? Because if that's the case, then maybe I can get a little bit more specific with what could be a good thing to do. I feel like I need to move him a little bit further back, actually. Probably make him a little bit smaller, too. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ben does ASMR. Congrats on 15K. Well, thank you very much for that. I very much appreciate it. It's been a long road, but we finally made it. We are here at 15K. And by the way, I am currently working on the Q&A video to celebrate 15,000 subscribers. So if anybody's got any questions that they would like to ask for the Q&A, then please feel free to leave them down there, like right here in the chat. When do you think that you would do the headset reviews? Honestly, that will most likely be a late June kind of thing, because like early June is already covered in terms of my scheduling. And I have to be able to make sure that I can buy each one of these headsets as well, or well, of the ones that I'm going to end up picking, that is. So that means that I'm going to have to set aside the funds for it. The business funds, haha. I have a question that I need answered right now. What's on your mind, buddy? Ultra Pranks asks, when were you born? I was born on 1997. Wow, okay, here's quite a bit. Jeremiah says, yes, when I was in the 6th grade, I got car sick in front of my classmates, and it was embarrassing. So ever since then, whenever I get in the car with someone I'm not used to, I get anxiety because I don't want to. Okay. Like you don't want to end up getting sick from that. Like you don't want that to happen again. I have a friend that also gets car sick pretty easily. And what happens regarding that is essentially that like all of us as his friends have a pretty mutual understanding that he is going to need a little bit more breathing room in order to handle that a little bit better. So I think that whoever it is that you're going to be traveling with, they should probably keep that into consideration. But what can you do specifically to not be anxious about it? Well, I just take the steps that you would have to take in order to keep that from happening. Like if you have to sit in the front, make sure that you do that. And like if you need a lot of air as well when you're in the car, make sure that you do have access to a lot of air. I would say that this isn't so much like something that you're like, I don't think that your anxiety is what needs to be remedied in order for that not to happen again. It's just to take the proper steps so while you're in the car, so that hopefully you don't end up getting sick because of that. Yes, sorry. Oh no, no worries. Brown Dude says, also, I went to a Burger King nearby my house to get food because, you know, I don't know how to cook, and there wasn't. I think he meant to say there weren't any leftovers. I arrived at Burger King, so you know I got myself a number 10 combo with Sprite. Yeah, okay. I pulled out my wallet to pay, and all I see is a $100 bill. It was so awkward to pay with. Did they accept the bill? I feel like during a circumstance like that, oftentimes like they would just be like, yeah, we don't take bills that big. Does the milk go before or after the cereal? After the cereal. I was going to make a joke and say before, but I just can't do that. I don't feel right doing that. Like, this is a serious topic. Favorite game? My favorite game would have to be Middle-earth: Shadow of War. I absolutely love that game and what the game has to bring to the table. I think it's an absolutely fantastic game. It's not for everyone though, but it is my favorite game. Immediately. I just feel like if it happens again, I don't want them to think of me weirdly. I I will say this: if they end up thinking of you weirdly, if it happens again, then it's their fault. It's not yours. Because like getting car sick is something that's pretty common. It happens to a lot of people. So if they take that as a bad sign and they start viewing you differently because of it, then that's honestly their loss, not yours. It's not your fault that you get car sick, you know? It never has been. No, they didn't accept. Ha! just as I thought. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, by the way, because I'm assuming that you're laughing. Or not. Maybe you're not laughing. Like, the BK is really close to me. That is unfortunate. I mean, like, can't you just get your 100 exchange for 20s, like, from your parents or something? I would also think that that's kind of odd. Like, you're paying with a $100 bill. So I'm not surprised whatsoever that they ended up saying no there. Granted, it is unfortunate still, but yeah. So I'm back to my house to get a $20 bill. Okay, so you did end up doing that. Whoops. Most embarrassing story? You're funny. I will not share that story. It is a terrible, terrible story, and one that I don't think that YouTube's algorithm would probably approve of me talking about anyway. I agree. I know how much cereal I want, but if I put milk first, it's hard to control the amount of cereal I get. Exactly. Because at that point, like, the cereal is simply swimming on top of the milk, and when that happens, you know that you're getting less cereal than what you really want. So, I feel that. I get that. Thanks, dude. Yeah, you're welcome, and I hope that helped in some way. It took me a minute to go to my house and back. Wow, that's terrible. I took a scooter too, so it was faster. Such a terrible story. Oh my goodness. Bro, this couldn't get any worse. Ah, man. I miss having problems like yours, Mr. Brown, dude. Ultra pranks. Xbox or PlayStation? Easy, PlayStation. I also feel like that's kind of a generic answer, but it's just how I feel. I would want to lay down on my bed with my pillow warm. Oh, okay. I mean, that's good. Having a warm pillow. actually prefer a cold pillow, personally. And sorry for those plosives. No, Tech is just Xbox phobic. That is a lie. I'm tired of the slander. How many questions have you gotten in total for the Q&A? I would say that I've only gone about 3 so far, actually. So, yeah, not many so far. So I'm definitely still in the market for questions to be asked to include in the video. And I think the next frame should just be something like this. And then let's put this over here for the middle ground. But let's continue onwards with this one. Don't worry, I am Sakura-phobic. Yeah, and you're also wrong. You're just wrong. Oh yeah, Tak. Why is the Siren Elite so good? Because it isn't. What made you start YouTube? Somebody already asked me that question. I appreciate the effort though. But yeah, like somebody already asked, so it is already on the list. What is your favorite food? My favorite food? I would have to say it's pizza. A pretty generic answer, I know, but yeah, it is my favorite food. Now, as for favorite USB microphone, yeah, I can toss that into the Q&A, no problem. So thank you for that. I'm gonna type it in now, actually. Alrighty, cool. So thank you for that. Ha, called it. No, yeah, I'm very much a basic, so don't be too surprised with my answers there. Finally, something good today. And what would that be, I wonder? What is your future goal for your channel? Um, I was already asked that earlier, actually, but I'll answer it again. So like essentially, I would just like to continue to network and continue to build more connections with more brands, and also after thinking about it for a little bit, being able to get my name out there would not help. Having some kind, well, would help. I mean, having some kind of recognition to help me get into different maybe job placements and stuff. Maybe my name will mean something someday. My brother brought me some food when I was starving. Tears of happiness. Well, there you go. There you go. You see, you have people that love you or something along the lines. I think this one's just going to get duplicated. I'm gonna just take this buffoon over here, shrink him, and then toss him back a little bit more. And then as for this, I grabbed this by accident. Jesus. Okay. So we can do something more so along the lines of, let's say this. Let's go around with that. I need to shorten his hair a little bit. It seems to be a little bit too long, I think. Okay, that's better. Let's go with something like this. It's out of the wrinkles from the wind. Now let's see. What else is going on here? That Burger King was so bad, by the way. They changed the menu at the Burger King near my house. No, that is unfortunate. That sucks. I mean, well, like Burger King isn't that great anyway, but how many siblings do you have? I have 3 siblings. I have 3 sisters. No brothers. The hand-breaded spicy chicken sandwich tasted dry. Interesting. Ah, so you like spicy, I see. Not really any flavor. The fries were good, and the Sprite had a little too much gas. Wow. I think you mean a little too much fizz, probably, is what you're trying to aim for. And then as for Goku, just going to have to erase this whole thing, I would say. I don't know. He says, "Do you have anxiety? If so, would you mind sharing?" Yes. I do suffer from anxiety, indeed, but I am taking medication to regulate that. So everything's all right. Now, you might be asking things that trigger my anxiety, and I would say that nowadays there aren't many things that do. Besides not meeting a deadline, I would say that that's probably one of the most anxiety inducing things that I have to deal with, but it doesn't happen very often because I've always gotten myself into the habit of handing things on time, making sure that if I promise to have a project ready by a set amount of time that I would have it done by then, and pleasing brands. But it tasted weird. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm not much of a spicy guy myself. Favorite genre of music? That would be black metal. Favorite movie? Favorite show? When it comes to favorite movie, I would say that my favorite movie would have to be Dragon Ball Path to Power. Um, and my favorite show. My favorite show. That's actually a tough one because I don't really watch a lot of TV. So yeah, I unfortunately can't really answer my favorite show because I don't really watch a lot of TV. So yeah, sorry. But there are at least details on my favorite film, so there's that. Are we allowed to ask personal questions? Yeah, sure. All up to you. However, I'll let you know if a question is simply too personal to be answered. But I don't mind, like just asking questions and stuff. So yeah, like go for it. I'll let you know if anything goes too far. So Brown Dude says, but like I said, my brother brought me some food. Tears of happiness again. My brother went to go eat with his wife at an in and out after a party, so they were kind enough to bring me some fries and burger. Tears of happiness again. How nice of them. You see, you have a brother that loves you, right there. That's incredibly nice of them. Favorite clothing brand? That's honestly H&M. I tend to shop at H&M a lot, to be honest. I like H&M a lot. I like what they do. But yeah. So there's that. YB Tech Summit and not Francisco commentary. So initially, when I first started this channel, period, it was actually called FN Comic Makers, and it was supposed to be that a friend of mine and I were working on like a web series, and it was like it was kind of like in slideshow style, like with drawings and everything, and there would be dialogue to back it all up and all. Um, uh, but while I was doing that, I kind of wanted to start a segment on that same channel, and I wanted to call it Tech Summit because I wanted it to be the segment where I I would dedicate that time to talk about like tech and review stuff. And I noticed that my first review video, which was of my laptop at the time, was like had actually done pretty well overnight. Like while nobody was watching the webcomic at all, um, uh, this was pretty cool. Like to see that that video had gotten like 300 views overnight and stuff on a channel with only like 12 subscribers at the time. So I was very much surprised for sure. And then like I kept doing more tech videos rather than the webcomics because they took a lot more work to make. And no one was really watching them. And plus, like, they were honestly pretty low quality. So they've been privated on the channel. No one can see them. But eventually, like, after doing more tech videos and all, I kind of, I just decided that I wanted to stick with tech because it seemed to be working out pretty well for me. And yeah, that's essentially why I stuck with Tech Summit. And yeah, I actually did contemplate changing the name of the channel to Francisco Ferreira. But if I did that, I would kind of be messing a little bit too much with the brand that I had already built at that point. So I decided to just stick with Tech Summit at the end of the day. And I didn't ask for them to bring me anything since I didn't know where they were at. You see, again, he's such a nice brother. My bro just asked me if I ate anything. I said no, but technically I didn't take more than 2 bites of my Burger King sandwich because it sucked. And I got a bag of fries, so that didn't really fill up my stomach. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, fries is usually not going to be enough. That's for certain. But like Burger King has like the fattest fries ever. Most viral video. My most viral video is my review of my well, not my laptop, but it was of a friend's laptop. That was for the MacBook Air. That is my most viewed video to this day still. Can you link it? Sure thing. It's actually a very short video as well. But let me see. And there we go. I just linked it. It's currently at 401,000 views. And only growing very slowly at this point because that MacBook isn't really relevant anymore, but yeah, there it is. OMG, this is so good. I'm just stuffing my face with my burger. Great. I'm glad that you're being fed. Having your fun with the burger. I'm personally not really a fan of burgers myself. Uh, like if I go to somewhere like Burger King, though, I tend to prefer McDonald's. Um, I always get like nuggets and fries and like very basic stuff. I would say. Well, same here. Well, there you go. So why did you go with a burger this time, huh? Don't tell me that you were craving a burger. No way. Okay, so we're going to be sticking with this frame pretty much, and just kind of making cloth changes to this only. So it's like, okay, I probably should have been pushing this arm back. But nah, screw it, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Great video. Oh, thanks. I'm pretty proud of that video, too. It was back when I would just do, like, voiceover only. And then, like, my videos were just entirely B-roll. Entirely different intro. The video is 4 years old, as you can see. So, yes, a lot has changed in my style. The burgers at the McD's, where I usually go to, are pretty dry. But right now I'm eating a burger from In-N-Out. I've never been to a restaurant called In-N-Out. I wonder what it's like. You Californians. Gosh damn it. Gee, I am here. Oh, hello. Hi, Jamu Firecat 10. Thank you very much for jumping in. I hope that you're having a wonderful night so far. You have never heard of In-N-Out? No, I have not. Favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber right now? Probably Harris Heller at the moment. Favorite headset? Favorite Twitch streamer? Ironically, I don't really watch a lot of Twitch, but when I do, it's either my friends or Harris Heller, so probably Harris Heller. Favorite headset? Oh man. I honestly can't really pick a favorite because I think that they're all kind of mediocre in their own way. Okay, so how does that look? Okay, that looks alright. I just have to add one more frame of this, essentially. Favorite XLR microphone. My favorite XLR microphone, I think, would probably be the Audio-Technica BP40. I still kind of really miss that microphone quite a bit. I mean, I still have it, but I've been using this microphone a lot more often because it is more flexible in its EQ settings. Oh, sorry for not modding, I forgot. Yeah, buddy. How dare you forget? How could you? Buddy pal. Not a Q&A question. Would you use the headset only for sound quality and just keep the mic flipped up or detached? Yeah. Yeah. That's how I have used all of my gaming headsets in the past, actually. Like for instance, that that ROG headset that I made a review of recently. I really loved how it sounded. It was just that the microphone was trash town, you know. If you know, you know, you know. I understand that you don't know what an In-N-Out is, since In-N-Out isn't in New York. Yes, that is correct. You fed a Skype call. Do you pick up? You know, I do use Skype still. It is for work. Um, all of my friends and I are obviously on Discord, but I do still have Skype because the company that I edit videos for some reason, they insist on using Skype. So I had to use Skype. I have to be behind the times. I don't know why they're like that, but they're like that. Okay, so it kind of doesn't really make too much sense, this animation at the moment, but it's mostly because the sound effect, not the sound effects, but the special effects are missing here. But yeah, I banned 2 bots. Ah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry. Nah, no, dude. No need to apologize whatsoever. I appreciate your work here. Your favorite PC brand? Like keyboards, headsets, mice, etc. Oh, like when it comes to accessories. Honestly, I probably have to point to Razer, because I do have a lot of Razer products here. Like, my keyboard is Razer, my mousepad is Razer, I have a webcam up here that's Razer, my speakers are Razer, I have a Razer headset somewhere over there, my laptop is Razer. So yeah, I guess Razer when it comes to PC accessories and that sort of thing. So this is what it looks like. Ready? It'll look much better once it's all colored in, of course. But I think what I'm going to do now is probably highlight the black. No, go back. Okay. Okay, we don't see any hair yet. Okay, here we start to see hair. So here we need to start filling this in. And let's do this. I'll also cover up the eyes like that. Whoops. There we go. Anything else that I could be missing from here? No, seems like it's all good there. And then eventually the shadow lifts from his eyes and then we get to see everything. Oh, wait a second. I missed the eyes a bunch of times here, actually. So, I have to cover that. Ah, okay. It looks like I didn't close this in properly. That was the issue. And I think that's good to go. Now let's do this. Oh man, I didn't even like bother drawing an eyebrow for this frame. Ah. Alright, I'm gonna have to zoom in here so that I can actually get it. There you go. Oh, wait a second. The sideburns, can't forget that. That's a character trait right there. The sideburns. Ah. And yet that still happens. Dude, okay. I'm gonna have to do this manually. Like this. It's not what I like to do. Let's see. I slashed 2 bots with the Sword of Annihilation. That's good, that's good, that's good. The Razor mics suck. Yeah, except for the Razor Siren Elite, right? Favorite subject in school? I would say that my favorite subject in school... I mean, like, by school, do you mean high school or college? Because in high school it was art. And I like gym class too, actually. But in college, I would say that honestly, my Italian class was pretty awesome. I liked that class quite a bit. So I would probably say that my Italian classes was one of my favorite subjects in school. I've always enjoyed taking language classes. What video games do you play? Asked Toywan. Well, thank you, Toywan, for jumping on to tonight's live stream, by the way. And to answer your question, I mostly play RPGs, whether they're turn-based or action-based. But that's just usually what I'm mostly into. What about you? Oh, let me see this. Okay, I did get the eyes. I can't forget the eyes. And now, this is when we start actually seeing pupils, so we can do it this way now. Oh? What happened? Okay, the hair is different. I was wondering what happened there. Like, did I just, like, duplicate that layer and left it how it was? Because that's not supposed to happen. That's not how I roll here. Let me try to get to that. Is he having a stroke? Something like that. Hang on. I should probably zoom out over here to give a better image of what's going on. So it's like... he's just really really excited about that last word there. He's like, it. So that's what went down there, I would say, but I don't think that he actually got a stroke, and if he did, it looks like he recovered from it pretty quickly. Now, let's see. Well, your art skills aren't really showing, buddy pal. Oh, excuse me, buddy pal? How dare you? How dare you say that? I'll have you know that I was rated #1 in my own head back when I was taking those courses. So how dare you forsake me like this? I might as well just fill these in manually, I think. And then the image changes drastically there. But now we have... Oh, hang on. I was supposed to color this in too. Let's see. So hang on. I did notice some messages from earlier. So before Jamu Firecat drowns everything with his paragraphs over here, let me see. Any school really? Yeah. I mean, like I've pretty much covered both. I really liked taking language classes. Let's see. Toywan says I can't really get on that much because of sports in school, so I try and play when I can. Oh, I mean that's totally understandable when it comes to Call of Duty. Yeah, totally fair, man. I know that it is especially tough around these times. Whatever happened to his chest though? His chest? Oh, I think he just grew like a pair of boobs or something along the lines. Joe Mufarkat says, hey there, buddy, chum, pal, friend, buddy, pal, chum, bud. Okay, no, I can't do this right now. Brown Dude says, oh, sorry, I can't talk smack to somebody who was rated #1 in their mind. Use the wrong there, by the way. John, what is that? I want to know the exact same thing. What is going on with John Firecat over here? Hey, my name is Danny. Says, hey bro, keep it up. Love the tech videos. Oh, well, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it, bud. I will do my best. Try my best to keep it up. Hang on, I gotta get closer to this. Okay, it's not letting me do it that way. I'm just gonna have to do it this way. I didn't want to have to do it that way. And then we do it again for this frame. And then we do it again for this frame. And then we've got the hair colored in. No. Goku's is going to be very easy. Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. So, as I was saying, Goku's is going to be quite easy. But it looks like there's some kind of tear in the colors here, in the line work. That was letting it leak. But that's been fixed, right? Okay, yes. So now we get to see what this animation looks like with hair, colored hair. Wait a second. Did I miss one? Okay, no. I didn't. I thought that I did miss one for a moment there, though. Oh, I did miss something. There we go. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Like, something is flashing in white, and I don't really know what it is, and that's what it was. Not too shabby, I would say. Not too bad. Now, I'm going to leave the coloring for some other time, considering that this has been quite the long stream for sure. John Mufaraka, I'm sorry, but I can't read all of that. Tech, when are you gonna beep? Tell something to John over here about his beep paragraphs. Stop doing that, dog. We can't read that. But anyway, with that said, I wanted to say, now that we've approached the end, thank you so much for joining me on tonight's live stream. As I was saying, thank you so much for joining me on tonight's live stream. I do very much appreciate it. And I do hope to see you guys again for the next live stream, which will be coming out soon, hopefully with the microphone that you guys have been requesting for some time as well. But with that said, thanks to all of you for coming in. Ultra Pranks, hey, my name is Danny, Uzumaki Madara, Toy Wan, thank you so much for jumping in. John Mufarakat, same to you. Jeremiah Johnson, thank you for jumping in. Ben does ASMR, thank you for stopping by. Clever as well. XG Joez, thank you for stopping by. And in case I missed anybody else, thank you. Oh, Brown Dude, thank you for stopping by. Why are you leaving? I'm just exhausted. I've been streaming for the past almost three and a half hours. So I'm very much ready to go to bed right now. However, you guys will be seeing me again relatively soon. With that said, thank you so much for sticking to tonight's live stream, and I will be seeing you all next time. Have a wonderful night and enjoy. Bye bye.